Alright guys, I am in and settled. You can see Alicia's here in the background. She is fail.
You gotta get your 8 gallons in a day or something.
So you just gonna drink my water like that?
Sure.
Alright guys, let me tell you about this condo. Now, Alicia has been there with me on my real estate journey from the very beginning. Yeah, you've been there from the very beginning. So she knows about this condo. Now, this condo, I think I said before, there was the third property that I bought, but it was actually the fourth property that I bought. I had purchased 3 houses before that, 1 fix and flip, 2 rental properties, and this condo or townhouse. This townhouse is gonna be my third rental. But I got the thing for like a stupid cheap price. It was somewhere between like $10,000 and $14,000, if I remember right. It could have been less than that. Do you remember how much that townhouse was?
Nope.
It could have been less than that now that I'm just thinking back on it. It seemed to be a really good deal, and for the time it was. So I went to go and view the townhouse. Me and Alicia went. When we opened the door, I think somebody was living there at the time, wasn't it? Do you remember? I believe somebody was living there at the time, and then they were getting ready to move or whatever it was. But anyway, when we opened the door, and I'll put a clip here. I wish I had a clip of the townhouse, but I'll put a similar townhouse, one that I walked, I believe, last year sometime. Now from this clip, you see all the roaches, but just imagine this times 20. The roach situation in this townhouse that I bought was really bad. It was all these small, I don't know what the classification of it was of the roaches, but it was just like hundreds and hundreds of these small roaches just running around.
Wasn't nothing small about them things.
There was small roaches.
Nope, not the condo you took me to down the main road. Absolutely not.
Off Winchester?
The thing longer than your finger.
No. Okay, well maybe it was both of them in there, but I remember it was like the small colonies of those.
With the wings? No, sir.
No, you think about a completely different condo then. Because I vividly remember that this condo had the smaller roaches. Now, maybe it was a mix of them, but I remember the big bunches and colonies of these small roaches like up in the corners. She says it was big roaches. I vividly remember there being just these colonies, just tons of them, small roaches, to the point where even when we walked up the stairs, they were scattered and all this kind of stuff. But anyway, I did end up we got an exterminator to clear all this stuff out. We got rid of all the old stuff, cleaned it out, ripped out carpet, ripped out a bunch of stuff. We ripped out a bunch of stuff. We made sure that this thing was like brand spanking new. And we got it right. The one thing I will say about this property, before we got into it, it was disgusting. After it, we had this thing perfectly clean, and it was a really nice townhouse to the point where I thought about moving in it myself because it was a really nice, I think it was if it wasn't a 4-bedroom, I don't think it was a 4-bedroom. It was at least a 3-bedroom. 3-bedroom? It was a 3-bedroom, 2.5 bathroom, plenty of space, really nice kitchen. The layout was perfect, and it was meant for, like a decent sized family. And for the time, I was, I think I was just out of college, right? Just out of college. Was I out of college? I feel like I was in college.
You may have been out again, whatever it was. I mean, you had your nice suit on.
I didn't have no suit on.
You had your fresh jacket on.
I did not.
You came from some, I don't know if it was a special event, but you look nice.
I don't remember none of that.
I do.
When I showed you the condo with roaches, I had a suit on.
Yeah, like it was a nice blazer or something. Because you're like, yeah, come look at this condo that I just got. I was like, oh, where you coming from? Oh, snazzy.
And I took you through the condo with a suit on and roaches. Don't bite your lip like that. Why are you doing it?
I didn't do anything.
Her memory is better than mine. I don't remember having on no suit, but I do remember the roaches. Anyway, all that aside, we got the thing fixed up, super nice. I wanted to move in. I've seriously thought about moving into this townhouse. I keep saying condo, but it was a townhouse. And then we got ready to place a tenant. At the time, I think I was charging like $850 for the townhouse or whatever it was. It was really good money, especially for what I paid for, what I put into it. That $850 a month was decent money. The tenant got in there. She looked at everything, looked at all the work that we put into it before she signed the lease, which this probably should have been a telltale sign because she passed everything else. She passed all the credit checks and verified income, all that. She passed all that. But then she asked me, and again, this is something I vividly remember. She asked me if we could change the toilet out because she was a bigger woman. And in the
Sorry.
in the back of my mind, I'm thinking, okay, you're not a. I don't know if this will get me canceled or not, but it's not like, you know, you're an elephant or anything like that. She was a bigger woman, but it wasn't like we needed to change out a standard size toilet for her. It didn't make any sense for me. So anyway, my toilet was like, no, you know, it's a standard size toilet. This will work for anybody, which it would. Standard size toilet. I can't change the toilet out. Long story short, she lived there for a while. After a few months, she actually did sit on the toilet and break it. The entire townhouse flooded out, and it was a situation where I had to come and do an insurance claim on it. Everything was wet, and I was actually out of the country at the time. I was doing a study abroad. I'm overseas. I'm finding out through my parents were managing for me at the time, that this lady sat on the toilet, broke it, flooded everything out, and pretty much everything was ruined. We had to go and do an insurance claim, got money from the insurance claim, redid the property. My parents, thankful for them because they took care of everything while I was gone. They got the property redone. I can't remember if I returned and sold it, but eventually got the property sold. Now this is where I'm really learning about how market changes affect things, because when I purchased the property, that entire area was pretty decent. It was a nice area, but it was slowly declining to the point that when I finally got back to take the property back over, be ready to sell it or whatever it was I was going to do, after we sold it, the entire area just dropped. The homeowners association over there, the townhouse association, whatever you call it, they completely let the thing go. You know, we would pay, I don't even know if everybody was paying their association dues. I was, but stuff wasn't getting taken care of. They eventually completely demoed a section of the townhouses. Even if you go by there now, it's like maybe a few of them that are occupied, and I'm really not sure why those people are still over there. After it was sold, there started to be like a lot of murders in the area. And I just remember them coming, you know, on the news back to back. It was one murder and then another one happened a few weeks later. Just within, you know, a fairly short period of time, over the course of a few months, it was like 3 murders over there. And then after that, it was pretty much just downhill for that entire complex. Glad I sold it when I did, because the values, they just completely dropped over there. But every time I pass by that condo, I do think that, you know, it's just a part of my journey. I'm documenting everything, talking about everything. And it was an important part of my journey that did teach me a lot just about market shifts, values, problems with tenants, a lot of stuff. So let me know what you guys think about that story. If you want me to come on camera and tell some more of my stories, just they get kind of crazy. That's not the craziest one. That's really not crazy by far at all. We've seen a lot about doing this, but I will talk about some more. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. I am still posting daily until I get my next house, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.